this now. Our spiritual value, do no harm. And we got to listen to rubbish like attacking Joe Biden. For what? Because China's getting renewable. Well, maybe Australia's a communist country too. It's going renewable. Now, economists look at that and they look at the truth of growth, of a new sector of change. The attacks on Tesla, the attacks on the evil of lithium. But if you're a scientist or researcher that's very creative in that field, you might be deemed creative, bipolar manic, and they'll feed you full of lithium. So they got to dig that up to calm you down. He was an electrical engineer. He was a great designer. He listened. So they took the spectrum disorder of his creativity and labeled him bipolar. And he lost his job and everything because it kills your creativity. What do I think of the pharmaceutical revolution? Not much. Creativity. He was a genius. But so here's a man named, it's a very wealthy man, he's getting attacked all the time for coming up with canola oil for the aircraft fuel. And his name is Sir Richard Branson. I've seen a lot of rubbish around here saying that he's canola oil. It's not a fossil fuel destroying the planet. Come on, get in there and burn up the planet. God gave you dominance to destroy the world. Boy, oh boy, God gave you free will. So use it and hurt everybody, hurt the earth, hurt the change. But God gave you free will for a reason. To be noble, to be kind, to help each other. Not to destroy the planet and dominance over everything. What we learned, Leo the Lion was the first sign of the sickness of mankind. He took free will and he just stayed on Rumspringer. He didn't return to God. He's the wayward child. Humanity right now. A social collective of ideologies that are no longer serve us. So I'm living around the whole social collective here of right-wing conservative values. It's not fiscal, economics, gold or silver, because there's no such a thing. It's just blindness. Heaven on earth, God said. But where do we build our treasures? Well, I'm getting the feeling I got the right idea. I don't carry them, I store them in vaults in places in the world. I like kinesis as an economic viability. Am I a capitalist? Well, I'm not a capitalist of doing harm to the world. I'm a capitalist of giving services and truth to the world. The empowerment. Like God gives you empowerment, but you don't take it. And I think part of waking up is being financially independent. Really seeking the abundance you need to do your spiritual work. I woke up and I was dreaming of things that really bothered me. I felt for a moment deep depression. So my dad was World War I veteran, the 20th Battalion of Canada. At age 75, he took me to go and see the reunion of these men. Think of this. When you go through war trauma, all you can remember is comradeship and a brotherhood. You go back and see the past and you cry. Because these men are shell-shocked in wheelchairs. It was a wake-up call that there was something underneath all that comradeship that wasn't essence, that remained. It was dead. And he dragged me out of that place. I was just a little boy. He was a World War I vet, crying. They're not my comrades. They are. They're shell-shocked. You've lived through and woke up. You've lived through something. And you put a mask over it to cover up with your thoughts and your memories of post-traumatic stress. World War I. And you lived through it and came back and revisited it. And what'd you find? Nothing. I came back here. I'm starving to death. I can't get food. My head's messed up. I'm living in all the trauma of this area that's so transient. It's not community. What's community? Grassroots. I keep on thinking grassroots, but where is grassroots? It's not Alberta. They're stuck on oil. And it's not haters defending the oil sector, attacking Joe Biden for his renewable things and saying he's a communist. Because China's gone to renewables. Isn't that neat? The Republicans are so friggin' broke that they're going to go with that. Now, I'm going to have a lot of hate on here, and I really don't care. I face hate all the time. But my life is about positives and not covering up the feeling that it's just a fiction. You've taken the world and created a... I'm wandering around upset right now, knowing I have to leave. So, you know what you need. You're going to minimalize your materialism. I'm going to try to find one good travel acoustic guitar. I got a PA. I learned I can busk. I learned I can do healing on the road. So I get life insurance, indemnity, and a business practice, and use a computer and travel. So easy. Fix the address. I'm going to have to figure out a way to just box. We always use box addresses as vagabonds. Keep the road open. I got a bit of money. I might buy a small iPhone to travel with a cheaper plan. The SEs are out now. I know steps I need to take. I've sort of dug myself into trouble with corporations. They've been draining me for money. That's why I got no food. Your Wi-Fi is cut off if you don't pay up. I was in the hospital. Oh, that doesn't matter. So I paid up and I got no food. I'm relying on kindness of a social broken system. I can't get out there. I got too much to do. Just drop it off and give it to me. There's charity. The police say they're just giving food away. Really, are they? Well, why can't I get it? because they have rules. You've been here before. I don't want any more to do with Salvation Army, any charities, because it's not like the giving of the heart. It's rule-based narcissism. And I can't deal with it. I can't live here. I tried to convince myself I'm going to work here. No, I'm going to get on the blower and tell them I'm going nomadic, flying away. I got what I need.